Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. And look at this return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Penix gonna throw straight away. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Go.
From the shotgun, Penix. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Penix here from the gun. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Come on, set.
Penix now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're left with 4th and short. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Trying for it with Penix. He's got it to his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Ready.
1st and 10 are under Robinson. And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 4. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Penix on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Hall running between the tackles. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Has it at the 37. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Falcons will take over. First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Penix working from the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Okay, ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Set up. Hurt, hurt.
Man in motion here. 3rd down, it's Penix. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Their punter making his way out now. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it'll be Jets football. Ball at the 33 for first down. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go.
They go right back to Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They go play action here. Catch is made in close. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Hut.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Set.
Penix now. That one's complete right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They go play action. Here's Penix. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Trying again following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Penix. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Play action. Here's Penix. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Going right side, Robinson with it. Has some space inside the 15. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down from the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
He's got it on the bootleg. Oh, the football's loose. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively, and that's the type of play that coaches love.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. From the shotgun, Penix. Cut near the goal line. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
And again, it's Penix. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'd be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They're set up at the 35 now. A give left side for Hall. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throw on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at fourth down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 1. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Hawks 70, Hawks. Set up.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Set.
Here's Penix to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Let's go now.
Another try following the sack. Got a man. Robinson has it. Escapes a defender.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Ready.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
7 Pirates, 7 Hawks. Set. Set up.
Penix working from the gun. He's trying to push the field. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He's trying another one deep. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They give on second to Hall. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. On the counter, Hall. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. From the 42. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Here we go, set.
Running left is Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Ready, go.
Penix looking to pass. Pitts brings it in. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Robinson on the inside give. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
To the air with Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Warriors 70.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Punting unit out now. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Running back sent in motion. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
To the air, 3rd and long. He put everything he had into this one, and the defender comes away with it. And the Falcons will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
60 Maverick, 60, 70.
Penix now. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after it.
And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, set, go.
Play action, here's Penix. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go now. Set, go.
Here's Penix. That's caught for the first. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. They'll run it with Bijan. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go.
They've got a man in motion.
60 by 6.
Running it after the penalty. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
3rd down, it's Penix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Shot alert, shot alert.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Able to hit Hall, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets now trail by just a point in the 4th. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go.
Penix on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now the give for Bijan. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Check. Ready.
From the shotgun, Penix. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Jets will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go. 79 Bronco.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Let's go. 19 right.
He'll look to throw it. He's got a man left. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
This is Hall. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Setting up to pass. That one's complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Setting up a throw. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see one possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first two possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. Got to block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
19 tight.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now.
A run here with Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. This one falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go! 18, Pioneer.
Penix working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll go right side with Hall. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, New York! The Jets just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say goodbye from Atlanta.